It's your boy King Buzz back with those exclusives. Welcome to the channel where we make no excuses. Shout out all artists, engineers, and producers. And I'm back with another video. Y'all know what's going on. Look, man, I'm going to go ahead and give y'all my Mixcraft 10 1-month review. How am I really feeling about it? You know what I mean? So let's get right into it, man. Before we jump in the video, I need to jump on here and let you know I do mix and master, man. If you need a song mix and master, feel free to reach out to me at roadrunningbuzz@gmail.com. That's roadrunningbuzz@gmail.com. I do sell vocal presets. You feel me? The link is usually below. You know what I mean? So just let me know whatever you need. But I do mix and master, man. You need a song mix and master. You need that professional sounding A1 sauce. Please hit your boy up. I am in business. I need your business. Let's get the business. You feel me? Let's get into the video. Mixcraft 10 has had so many updates, and I'm loving the fact that they're hands-on with it and that they're really focusing on improving it week after week, right? They have not just dropped it and just let it go. They're actually working on it to make Mixcraft 10 the best Mixcraft possible. And I appreciate that. I really do. Haven't had too many issues personally, but I also have a reason why I haven't had too many issues. We're going to get into that in a few minutes, but let's just stay on how I feel about Mixcraft right now. I think it's cool. I think it's great. I'm really starting to realize that Mixcraft serves a certain purpose, right? And I feel like for a long time I've been trying to force Mixcraft to be something it's not meant to be. You know what I mean? Like, I want Mixcraft to be like Pro Tools or Studio One, and that is not the purpose that it serves. Mixcraft is a great DAW for your average person who just wants to record. They don't want this super crazy learning curve. They just want to be able to kind of just jump in and go. And for so long, just because I like Mixcraft so much and because of the reason why I liked it, I wanted it to become more than what it is meant to be. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's meant to serve a beginner or someone who's just getting started, and someone who may just do music as a hobby, someone who just they just need something to record, but they don't necessarily need something super expensive and super complicated. They just need something that's gonna get the job done, right? And like I said, I love Mixcraft so much for that reason. So me loving it so much, I started to wish that it did more than it's supposed to do. You get what I'm getting at? So like, I love Mixcraft 10, and it really does do what it's supposed to do. As far as stability, it's way better than Mixcraft 9. Haven't had issues. It sounds better, in my opinion, than Mixcraft 9 did. Whatever processors they're using is a little better than Mixcraft 9. Like I said, I really do enjoy it. But at the same time, I realize that what I'm looking for is kind of no longer Mixcraft 10 or Mixcraft period. You know what I mean? Like, I told y'all, I will always use Mixcraft. I will always love Mixcraft. I will always create Mixcraft content for the simple fact that I built this channel off of Mixcraft, and I built it off of really Mixcraft, freestyles, reactions, me making beats, me making music, studio vlogs. Like, I got so many studio vlogs on this channel. But yeah, like, I love Mixcraft. Mixcraft 10 is dope. If you don't have it, I will advise you to get it, especially if you're going through the troubles that 9 came with. A lot of those problems are non-existent in 10. You know what I mean? People are still having issues, but I think that a lot of these issues are from different reasons other than just being a Mixcraft problem. You know what I mean? Like, if you're having an issue in Mixcraft 10 that I never have, then I start to think like there's something else that's making you have this issue. Something else is contributing to this problem other than just Mixcraft. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I always tell people, your PC is very important. You know what I mean? You got to make sure you got enough RAM to do what you're trying to do, etc., etc. You know what I mean? So Mixcraft 10 has been great. No complaints. I recorded a handful of bangers in Mixcraft 10, but I also transitioned back into Studio One, and it's like I used Mixcraft 10 for like I don't know, I used it for like the first 2-3 weeks that it was out, and I loved every minute of it. I was enjoying it. But when I did open Studio One back up and I recorded in Studio One, it just sounded so much better to me. And I'm just like, bro, like Studio One is like miles ahead of Mixcraft. And I get it though. Like, someone commented, and the comment really just made so much sense to me. He was like, you know, I compare Studio One to Mixcraft a lot. I feel like, as far as price point, you know what I mean, Studio One might be the closest to Mixcraft other than, you know, other stuff. You know what I mean? Like, Pro Tools is nowhere near the same price as Mixcraft. Pro Tools, we talking $700 and up. You know what I mean? I'm not really too sure the price point on all the different DAWs, but I know that Studio One is like $400. Mixcraft is like $150 and down. So Mixcraft is really on the low end. So with that being said, like, you would expect a $400 DAW to outperform a DAW that only costs you $150. We talking about half the price. So with half the price, you can't expect it to do the same thing. And that's what I was doing. I was hoping that Mixcraft, the $150 DAW, was gonna outperform or perform just as well as the DAW that cost me $400. It don't even make sense when you start to think about it. It's like they don't even have the same resources. You know what I mean? Like, Mixcraft is missing $250 in resources. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't have that extra $250 to dump into the DAW. You know what I mean? So I just had to start realizing that. So what I'm saying is, I know this is my Mixcraft 10 review, which this is how I'm feeling right now, bro. Like, I feel like Mixcraft 10 is great. If you want to use it, use it. But I know for me, moving forward, Studio One is my primary DAW. As of now, I can say that. Studio One is my primary DAW, and Mixcraft is kind of like my backup right now. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's just where I'm at with it. Like, it's crazy. I never thought that I would, like, be in this position where I'm like, I don't know, like, I ain't using Mixcraft right now. But it's like, when it's time for me to record, and I'm really recording something that means something to me, something that I want to really share with the world at some point, right now I want to record that in Studio One. That's just me being honest. It just sounds so much better to me, bro. It's just so clear. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just something is being done within that DAW that's just amazing to me. It sounds really, really good. You know what I mean? So I want to continue to use that. I feel like that's just part of my evolution. That's just part of me elevating, becoming a better artist, producer, engineer. You know what I mean? So, like, moving forward, I am a Studio One guy. Now, will I be dumping out a whole bunch of Studio One tutorials? I've considered it, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm not really sold on that yet. But for all my Mixcraft users, I just want y'all to know I ain't going to leave y'all out to dry. I'm always going to be here. You know, I'm always going to drop the Mixcraft content. I got you. But like I said, as of right now, I'm not really using Mixcraft like I would normally be using it. I'm using Studio One more than ever. And it's not because Mixcraft 10 is bad. It's just because I use both and I compared the two, and Studio One just makes more sense to me. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all watch Phantom, but when my boy Phantom say, it just makes sense. Like, it just makes sense. Like, it just do, bro. It's like, I spent $400 on this DAW. Why would I just use the $150 one that does maybe half the stuff that this one do? You know what I mean? It's just, it don't make sense. You know what I mean? So, like I said, man, Mixcraft 10, a ton of updates been dropping. We just had a new update like 2 days ago. I'm gonna do a video on that next. Yeah, man. Mixcraft 10 is looking like it's gonna be the best Mixcraft, which makes me feel bad because it's like, how do I get here to the point where like we're possibly about to witness the best Mixcraft, and it's like I'm not in love with it no more. It's like, damn, that shit sucks, bro. Like I'm really just not in love with it no more. Just not. So like, this is tough, man. But this is how I feel, man. Maybe you understand, maybe you don't. Like I said, I will always create Mixcraft content. I will never forget where I came from, where I started at. But I'm also just hitting a new level of life, and just trying to do things for a certain reason, other than views and likes and shares. You know what I mean? Like making Mixcraft content. Like I know on this channel was geared towards Mixcraft. Anytime I drop a Mixcraft video, that's when most of y'all are gonna show up. You know, if I drop a studio vlog, you know, some of y'all gonna watch it. But if I drop a Mixcraft video, most of y'all gonna tune in and watch it. That's just how it works. You know what I mean? Like you subscribe for a reason. A lot of y'all subscribe for Mixcraft. You know what I mean? Because of Mixcraft, and I get that. But moving forward, I'm really trying to focus on just becoming a better artist, getting my name out there. So I'm not even gonna force that down your throat on this channel, man. I'm gonna just start a new channel and build it up in a different way, other than basing it around a doll. You know what I mean? I want to really, you know. So like I said, but this channel will never go nowhere. It's gonna be here anytime there's big Mixcraft updates and changes and all that good stuff. I will talk about it. The tutorials are on my other channel, which I haven't dropped the tutorial in, I don't know, it's probably been a month, but there will be still some Mixcraft 10 tutorials coming. I just been busy. I'm about to prepare to do these shows. I got some shows coming up. You know, I'm gonna put the link down below. If you live in these areas or near, make sure y'all pop out, come see Buzz live. You feel me? I got a show in Charlotte coming up. Then I'm gonna be in Greensboro. Then I'm gonna be in Raleigh. Then I'm gonna be in Asheboro. You feel me? So I got 4 shows that I know I'm popping out at within the next month. And yeah, man, meet me there. You feel me? But this is my Mixcraft 10 review. Hopefully it helped you. Like I say, Mixcraft 10 is really gearing up to be the best Mixcraft we ever had. It's just unfortunate that my feelings towards Mixcraft isn't as strong as they once were, but it's just a part of life. It's a part of growing. Sometimes we grow apart from things, and it's natural. I'm growing apart from Mixcraft. I'm realizing it doesn't align with what I'm trying to do and where I'm trying to go. It just doesn't. Like, Mixcraft served a great purpose when I was starting out because it was made for someone who was getting started. But now that I'm years in, I'm realizing that it's not for me anymore. Like, it's just not. It's not for me. And it's tough. It's hard saying it. You know what I mean? You might be watching it like, ain't no way Buzz is like leaving Mixcraft. Like, no, I'm not leaving. It's just that Studio One does stuff that Mixcraft should do in my mind. You get what I'm saying? Like, Studio One does stuff that I feel like Mixcraft should do, but I now understand that Mixcraft isn't supposed to do it if it doesn't do it, because it's not made for me anymore. I've done music for so long. I've advanced. I've gained experience, and now what I expect a doll to do doesn't line up with a beginner doll. I need something a little more advanced, and that's just what it is. So, like I said, I'm not trying to steer anyone away from Mixcraft 10. I feel like it's great. I haven't had many issues with Mixcraft 10, if any. I had that one issue where I couldn't record that day, but I've never had that problem again. I'm pretty sure that was fixed. Whatever that was going on. It probably was a little bug or something. Yeah, I know people are having some issues. And like I said, I'm starting to think that a lot of the issues are coming from people having versions that they don't understand what comes with that version. Like, I think a lot of y'all got the recording studio version, but y'all trying to do a lot of the stuff that's only available to do in Pro Studio, and that's just where the confusion is coming in at. Like, you feel like I should be able to do this. I seen somebody do it, but it's like you're not realizing they got Pro Studio and you got Recording Studio. It's just not gonna do the same thing. But other than that, man, yeah, this how I'm feeling. This is my 1 month review. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll open Mixcraft 10 back up, record the song, and I might feel like it sounds amazing. But it's just I haven't recorded a song in Mixcraft 10 yet that I felt like sounded better than a song that I recorded in Studio One. It just hasn't happened. So it's like, why would I force myself to use a DAW that I don't feel like is giving me the best end product that I could possibly have? The ultimate goal is from my music to sound as best as possible, and I feel like Studio One does that for me. So that's just where I'm at with it. But until next time, man, we're gonna keep growing, we're gonna keep going strong. Y'all know what's going on. It's your boy King Buzz, and I'm out of here. Yeah.